Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So, crazy thing, as you know, my video I showed on the Wind Raider right here, I showed a video of the 5-pack. Well, when I was in the store, I just videotaped the 5-pack that I had with me in my hand and kind of just videotaped it and thought, you know what, it's just too much, and I put it back. Well, my wife saw me do that, and she picked it up for me and actually bought it for me for Valentine's. So, I now have the 5-pack. It's cool. But what I'm wondering is, are any of these figures different than their original release? Now, if they're not, I don't really need to keep the 5-pack, but I will open it for your guys' pleasure so you can watch me open it. And then I'll probably sell these individuals on eBay, so check that out. So let's first take a look at Tila. So here we have Tila in the package. Oh, that light's really shining on there. Let me turn that off. I thought it'd be cool, but I guess it causes more issues. So then we have Tila in the pack, and then we have Tila that was out of the pack, and they look very similar. There's not a lot of difference in them. So, yep. Seeming like maybe the same coloring too. All right, let's look at Skeletor next. So, I have two Skeletors here actually. The one with the sword in his hand is with the Wind Raider, and the one without the sword is the one that came in his single pack. And sure enough, it looks like it's the exact same Skeletor. Not much difference. So, unless I want him for customizing. Now on to He-Man. Now the He-Man with just the battle axe in his hand is from the Wind Raider 2-pack, and the one with the sword, the battle axe, and the shield is from the single pack. Now, the single pack did not come with the battle axe. I actually stole a faker battle axe and painted it to match. So let's take a look. Except for the battle axe, yep, it looks pretty much the same. So not a lot of difference in those figures. So again, let's take a look at Beastman. And again, it looks the same. Not a lot of difference in those two Beastman figures. And last, let's look at Faker. Now, I do have two Fakers here. I have my custom one that I used Skeletor's parts on. And then I used the regular Faker, which does have no changes. And sure enough, it looks like it's the same. So, there we go. The 5-pack is the same as the singles. So, there you have it. And it comes with a cool little comic. So with that, let's go ahead and bust this thing open. Oh, as a side note, my Wind Raider, you notice I have a little pilot in there. I decided to go with this pilot because his armor ripped on the back where the sword goes. And it actually fits better in the Wind Raider now that that's missing. So he's now my Wind Raider pilot. So I cut that off. And it works actually better than the regular He-Man figure that has the bump for the sword to fit in there. So, if you want a good Wind Raider pilot, just cut off that bump on the back that's made to hold the sword right here, and he'll fit in the seat better without that bump. So, just an interesting side note. I'm surprised they didn't make this one without the bump just for that reason, being he came with the Wind Raider and he doesn't come with a sword. But anyway. Oh, and Mattel has not contacted me yet about this missing piece. So hopefully I hear from them soon. Hopefully they mail out a new piece. And we'll see what happens. All right, let's go and open this up and check out that mini comic and all the figures. That was so cool, my wife, to get this for me. I still can't believe she saw me put it back. She even asked me too. She goes, "Why'd you put it back?" I said, it was just too much. You know, it's the same figures I have. It is kind of cool because it has the special mini comic, and it's kind of fun to have the 5-pack. But, so let's pull this out first. Because that's kind of what makes this set different, is the mini pack. That's kind of fun. They got all the stands right there. Here is the small little comic. And it's actually a giant fold out. So you can see it's a fold out of all the characters. It's not really a comic per se, but it's still pretty cool. Has a little graphic of kaboom. But they don't include a Prince Adam, so On the other side, it looks like it's directions on how to build your figures. So cool, cool, cool. All right. Now the funny thing is it gives you the directions on how to build the figures, but they're already all built except for some of their weapons. So let's go and pop these out. First pop out all these pieces here. And of course there's 5 of them, one for each figure. And then we'll pop out these here. And I imagine there's also 5 of these, probably one for each figure. Oh. Now, because this is a live video, you guys are stuck watching me do this slowly, as opposed to the fast build I had with the Wind Raider. If you get a chance, watch another video on the Wind Raider. I'll probably include it on the end of this one as one of the featured videos. So check that out. I got a really fast build of the Wind Raider. Let's go ahead and build these really quick. I've done it before, so I know how to do it. Well, maybe I don't. Ugh. There we go. There's Skeletors. There's Tilas. There's He-Mans. Whenever you see He-Man, you have to say it that way. That's, you know, you can't just say He-Man. You say He-Man. Okay. Maybe not. And then, of course, there's Fakers. Let's pop them out. Now, when it comes to these little figures, one thing I have noticed, they have really awesome articulation, but some of the parts are not what you would expect. Like, for instance, this little wrist cuff right here. Let me turn this light back on. It only goes around partway around the arm, and I've had one shoot across the room before. So be very careful you don't lose the little wrist cuff on the figure. Now, on this arm, it has the other kind of wrist cuff. Now, when I made my Wind Raider custom, he has the 2 wrist cuffs on both sides that is the same as the left. I thought it'd be kind of fun to make one that way. So, and Faker comes with the cool, coveted battle axe. Ho! There it is. And an orange sword that has tape. So we can get this cut without damaging the sword. Hooray, there's Faker. Let's set him up. Ta-da. Now the cool part of these figures is because they pull apart everywhere. You can pull the head off, the hair off, the shoulders, the elbows, the hands. You can do some really cool customizing. In fact, as you can see, I've made this little blank He-Man right here. It's supposed to be basically the Wonder Bread He-Man or Barbarian He-Man. I'm waiting for him to release Zodak so I can paint some armor black. Of course, who knows? They might even release that He-Man themselves, so we'll see what they do. All right, so let's pull out Beastman next. What's interesting is these figures have tons of articulation. It's unbelievable how much articulation they have for how small they are. And they're actually about the same size as a standard Lego figure. I was actually really surprised when I put a Lego figure next to it. I thought they would have been a whole lot smaller, or a whole lot bigger, I mean, than a Lego figure. But believe it or not, they're about the same size. And of course his whip also has tape holding it in place. Let's just cut that tape off. All right, Beastman set up, ready for battle. Huh. Now let's take out Tila. Now my granddaughters, they've been eyeing my little Tila figure still mint in the package, so I may have to save this one instead of selling it because they think she looks really cool. I don't blame them. She does look pretty cool. I'm still waiting to get Evelyn and Man-at-Arms to add to my collection. All right, let's build the staff. Pretty easy build. Stick it in her hand. Now what's fun is I have actually bought my granddaughters the Monster High little figurines like this too, little barbershop one and some other ones. So my goal was sometime to go over there and play action figures with them, with their Monster High and these He-Man figures, and have a fun time just playing. I also bought my son, actually bought him himself, the Halo ones. So it'd be kind of fun. We can kind of mix universes, Monster High, Halo, and He-Man all in the same battlefield. Now, they also did get the Harry Potter Lego castle. Of course, the Harry Potter figures aren't nearly as cool, but we'll probably still use the castle for fun. So, all right, let's pop out Skeletor. Skitty-tor. And his Havoc staff. Which somewhere in my room I have pieces of his Havoc staff of my extra one missing somewhere. But we'll see if I can find them sometime. Alright, so there it is. Now, if you guys haven't seen yet, there's actually a new castle coming out. It's going to come out January 2020. It's pretty spendy. It's $250, and it has the exclusive Sorceress figure with it too. So, anxious to see that. I don't think I'm going to spend the $250. Now, if for some reason a bunch of money falls out of the sky and lands in my lap, I might get the Lego or the Mega Bloks Castle Grayskull, but even then I still might not. I mean, it's just one of those things, just a little bit out of my price range and space range. So I don't have a lot of space left over. My collection's getting a little too big. In fact, you may see some pairing of my collection soon. Watch out on eBay. I'll probably be piecing out some of my stuff. In fact, I'm selling my mini comic He-Man, one of them, because I've just made a new one. I'm going to sell the old one. Just trying to pare down some of the craziness of space. All right. And there they all are, just like my other ones. Okay, so that's all I had. Feel free to comment. If you have any comments or you want to leave something on the post, feel free. If you have any suggestions you want to have for upcoming videos, like always, I'm open for suggestions. Somebody suggested I make a 2000X Skeletor, so I've been buying the pieces for that, and I should be building that pretty soon. So just keep on the lookout for some of my new videos coming out. Let me lower this camera so you guys can see those figures a little bit better, as I never really did reviews on the other ones. There you go. And there they all are, lined up, looking cool. All right. So I will see you guys next video. Like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends about it. And if you really like my videos, do share them on Facebook and stuff. It gets you more hits, more subscribers, and then of course I can create lots more videos. Kind of bummed this is not an actual comic, but look how small it is. It's really super small. Well, you know, I kind of wish I reviewed it before I bought it, because I probably would not have bought the 5-pack. Of course, I didn't buy it, my wife did. But I wouldn't have been concerned about getting it if I knew this was not actually a comic. But still cool. All right, you guys. Thanks again. And see you next episode.